Good morning, my beautiful people. My name is Austin Manners, and today is Friday. So I hope you are spending it having fun. You know, it is the start of the weekend. So let us usher it in with some amazing vibes. But before we get into all the good stuff that I have in store for you today, let us take a quick stop at the news desk for this month's headlines.
Good morning. Time now for a summary of your top stories. Welcoming a vote of no confidence by the opposition, House Speaker Claudius Francis says he followed the advice of his legal counsel at every step in the Privileges Committee issue with opposition leader Alan Chasney.
Under the House of Assembly Privileges Act, it states that where statements are made against the Speaker or a chairman of a committee, then the Speaker can make the reference. The statements made by the leader of the opposition were not against the Speaker, and therefore it was not open to the Speaker to make the reference. It is now open to both Honorable Hilaire and Honorable Frederick to make the references themselves. Indeed, the opposition leader has succeeded in ensuring what would otherwise have been a matter heard in camera to now be heard in open house.
That matter was settled in the High Court this week and, according to the Speaker, cost the state 75,000 EC dollars. The Ministry of Housing and Local Government is collaborating with the Independence Committee to host this year's National Baton Relay. The event is part of activities to commemorate St. Lucia's 44th Independence Anniversary celebration.
The Baton Relay starts off in Castries South, and we'll be using going down through Ancillary, going down through Soufrière, Vieux-Fort, and then we'll be coming up through Miko, Dennery, etc. We'll culminate on the evening of the 21st in Castries Central. However, there is the grand finale and the start off and the celebration of our independence. We will be starting off the official Day of Independence at midnight in 3 constituencies. That is Castries Central, Vieux-Fort, and also Soufrière. These 3 constituencies, we anticipate the flag raising ceremony and also a display of fireworks in all 3 constituencies. This, again, is the end of the battle relay, but it is also celebration of our official start of the Day of Independence. So at midnight, the flag will be hoisted, and we will have the display of fireworks, all done under the Ministry of Housing and Local Government.
The event will start off next to the Mon Bakery at 9 a.m. on Sunday, whilst participants make their rounds through the South Castries constituency. The Consulate General of St. Lucia, meanwhile, in New York, this week released its program of Independence 44 activities, organized in conjunction with the Brooklyn-based St. Lucia House Foundation and several community organizations. These activities will run throughout the month of February. This year's festivities begin with the Independence Gospel Fest on Saturday, February 4th. This annual event, which this year features performances by Emerald Henry, the Royal St. Lucia Police Band, the National Youth Choir, and a host of other St. Lucian gospel artists and groups, will be held at the Waymark Ministries, 185 Remsen Avenue, Brooklyn, starting at 6 p.m. The Ministry of Housing and Local Government is continuing its series of stakeholder engagements as it moves ahead with plans to reform local government legislation. Minister for Local Government Richard Frederick has, as far back as 2008, has been pushing to change the local government landscape on the island. Revisions of the draft 2015 Local Authorities Bill will, among other things, clear the way for the election of constituency council members.
We do intend to have a national consultation on our bill, and we also want to do more of a national-wide discussion, and that will be taking place at the Grosley HRDC. I will be speaking to the media more about it as we prepare to do this. It's going to be a forum where persons will be able to call in and contribute to that discourse, because definitely the feedback is very important as we move forward with this bill. We know that this bill is something that touches the lives of all persons as well. This bill is very important for us, and it speaks also to what local government would like to represent on the ground with the people. This is a bill that we want to ensure that the voices of the people will be continually heard, so democracy is alive and well. So these are the things that we would like to highlight and focus when we invite more persons to discuss it. However, I must indicate that for the various town councils, we have been having discussions, we have been having town hall meetings. However, we want to bring it more to the nationally, and we would like to do a live call-in. We'd like to get some more feedback on it as we carry through with this bill.
According to Steele, this feedback will be instrumental in providing qualitative and quantitative data to transform the local government landscape. Those are your top stories. Thanks for watching. Good morning.
Thanks to you, Steve, and don't look too far, because we'll be right back. Yes, everybody, so we are starting things off right. We have SLTA as he tells us a little bit more about our events for this year.
Carnival is very important to the country. And the economic impact is massive. July is our low tourism arrival month because most people, there's enough Americans and even Europe, even people from London, which is one of our source markets, tend to travel to Europe. So Carnival is very important. Carnival, if you like, is the largest amount of people who come to the country for Carnival, which is the diaspora and Caribbean travelers. So we continue to put in monies into marketing during that period. The Tourism Authority is about bringing people to St. Lucia, bringing visitors to St. Lucia, creating an experience for them and helping the economic impact in the country. We have gone to, the Tourism Authority has decided to go back to, if you like, old ways of doing things in terms of face-to-face. In light of COVID, it was important to, when you go to market, to tell people we are alive, we are well, and we are not well, we are not ill as well. So seeing face-to-face was very important to us. So we went old school. We did road tours. We went about the place, meeting people face-to-face in North America, Europe, and even the Caribbean. So we are alive and well, St. Lucia is good, we are healthy, come visit, there's nothing to be afraid of. And it's worked for us so far. Our numbers have been very good. We've been growing. The economic impact has been good. The hotel arrivals have been very good. So we're doing well. The St. Lucia Tourism Authority, in a boost to really publicize what's happening in St. Lucia Carnival, we are in Trinidad. Trinidad, being known as the number one carnival in the Caribbean. We are in Trinidad. A number of events we are promoting St. Lucia. We did it first in Miami, where we did a media launch, and we were participating in different events in Miami. So we are actually in St. Lucia, in Trinidad as well, with a number of events, participating and marketing St. Lucia in the carnival. To let people know that St. Lucia Carnival is in July, but we also have jazz as well. So we're doing jazz and carnival, a mix in Trinidad this year. We're also doing road shows to Guyana. We have road shows to Martinique and Guadeloupe, Antigua, Barbados, because these are our markets in the Caribbean. So we are heavily marketing those countries. So the lineup for jazz is unfolding. We had to launch because you have to allow time for people to book the flights to come to the country. So it's unfolding. Gospel Night, we've not announced the headliners for Gospel Night, which is Kingdom Night. And we'll be doing so in a few weeks. We will be meeting in the Christian community and doing a proper launch of that. But I can assure you it's exciting. It's been really challenging this year in terms of jazz, trying to get artists, because artist prices have increased significantly. We have a limited budget to work with because our budget comes from our marketing. But we've managed to get some good acts, and we're really excited by the acts we've been able to put together to create a great St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival. We're celebrating 30 years, and 30 years in any organization is a great year, and it is one for celebration. It occurred to me that I was also head of jazz for 25th anniversary in 2016, and now I'm back now in charge of jazz for the 30th anniversary. So I'm really excited about that, and I really hope that the public are really excited about the jazz lineup. I could say to you, we had a launch on the Tuesday evening, but Wednesday morning we had an international press conference with 71 press persons attending the press conference, and the feedback we've gotten from the national press have been amazing, phenomenal. It's really blown us away because because of a limited budget, we were a bit concerned that perhaps we've not done well enough with the lineup. But when the media came back to us, the writers came back to us and said to us, listen, this is phenomenal. We were blown away. So we're really excited about jazz. We look forward to it because we think, some people say to me, well, you say St. Lucia jazz, but you have all different genres. I said, well, as we say in law, labels are not conclusive. We say St. Lucia jazz, but there's jazz, there's Afrobeats, there's reggae, there's R&B, there's pure jazz, there's gospel, there's dance segment in there, there's soca, calypso in there. So we're just very excited about having people coming out, dressing up, showing the best side, showing excitement, and just having a great time. I mean, we have the #1 venue to host any jazz in the world. Pigeon Island National Park, the backdrop of the Atlantic Ocean meeting the Caribbean Sea, is one of the best you could find anywhere in the world, and relaxed atmosphere, and we really look forward to it. So with Ubasoko Cruise, we here as the Tourism Authority have collaborated with the Ubasoko Cruise in terms of when the boat docks here. We have proposed to them that it's going to be docked at Point Surfing. We're going to do a village of where we're going to be doing authentic food, authentic artisan work, and also creative. So we're going to put it to a stage with our musicians there, so the visitors on the cruise could participate and see sample our food. Whether you do the bouillon, the saltfish and green fig, and whatever foods we have, is all going to be part and parcel of it. The Obasogo cruise, what we are featuring on the dock, is about solutions and creative industries. It's about the creative industries. So what we propose to them is that we are going to, as a tourism authority, as part of our marketing plan, is create a village on the dock area, right, and Point Seraphin, which is, I think, and they call it Dock 2, Point Seraphin, the first port entry, where we're going to present a village of different foods, music, and we're going to have our national artists presenting to them there, so people participate and see what's the different segment about, what's the Michael Robinson about, what's the K.O. about, what's the Teddy John about, what's the Ezra about, what is Umpa about, and that's all part of it. There's also a plan to have what you call a mini jump up around Point Surfing area, so we're all taking part in that because we believe in boosting. The thing about it is that the Tourism Authority is part of a broader Ministry of Tourism and Creative Industries. So as being part of that broader ministry, we also, if you like, collaborate to ensure that everything happens and happens in a good way. The carnival bands will be participating. We will look to have them participate in the jazz as well, because for us, for jazz, the opening of jazz, and particularly the Saturday of jazz, we are about, jazz is in May, but carnival in July. And we equally want to put importance in carnival. So we want the carnival bands to show off their wares during May as well.
Welcome back, everybody. Now, just a little bit ago, we had a little misfortune that fell upon our Grossley to Corinth sector. So this is what the Red Cross decided to do.
Well, ever since November 6th, we have been on the ball trying to respond to those persons who got affected by the heavy rains or the trough, as they would say, up in Beausejour, Corinth area. So from the end of November, we have been giving them vouchers to the value of $300. And this was the final voucher that we were given. So we did it over a period of 3 months to ensure that at least we reach $900 and we per person, per household, and we spread it across the board. We have given mattresses, hygiene kits, and all the like that they would need for the response. I want to let people know that St. Lucia Red Cross is here to support people once they're affected or they've got critical needs. We are here to deal with the most vulnerable, and we continue to do so. A lesson that we have learned is right now, the St. Lucia Red Cross will have to move and get closer to Caritas. And we are speaking, and we are going to get closer to Caritas on the point of the, supplies management, how we operate, how we cooperate our efforts to ensure that things are done right. We don't want to seem to be in any kind of beauty pageant, like I've said, and people jostling for position. So persons who are really willing to work right, the Red Cross is willing to work closely with them to ensure that nobody is left out in the whole response gambit. No, I mean, we are knowledgeable of the fact that NEMO themselves, the Secretariat, with a core group of people, went out and did distributions. Caritas tried to reach out also. They also gave, I think, some cash to the amount of a certain amount of US that I'm not sure it was of the figure, so I can't say. But I know they did support, and we have been speaking about getting closer, and we have had exchanges. And we will work very, very close with Caritas in the not too distant future, or if anything would happen now.
Good morning, DBS family, and welcome to another episode of DBS's Lookbook. And I am Vanessa Henry Long, your certified image consultant and personal stylist, bringing you some amazing news right here from Serenity Park. And as I promised you, I am coming for the guys. So, if you remember last time around, we spoke about glowing out and living sincerely, all in ensuring that you maintain some amazing goals for yourself this year 2023. So last time around I spoke to the ladies. This time I am talking to you, my gentlemen. I am ready for you. I have observed, yes, I've been doing a lot of observing around town, around the city center, and even when I go to the supermarkets or wherever I am, I do a lot of, observing in my role as an image consultant. And one of the things I recognize is some guys, some of you, I say some because the majority of you do a fantastic job as it relates to representing your best self and going out there and glowing out sincerely, I would say, honestly. But for some of you, I recognize that the little details may not matter to you. And when I talk about the details, I'm talking about something as simple as going out there with an outfit that is well steamed, or in our colloquial term, like we say, that is well pressed or well ironed. Some of you guys just like to, I say some because most of you do it well, but some of you don't pay attention to this. And is it almost like a case where you just grab some outfits, grab a shirt, grab a jeans, grab a pants, grab shorts off your rack, you put it on you, you don't care if it's steamed, if it's ironed, if it's pressed, whatever term you want to use, and you just head out there into the supermarket, into the town, and it's okay? No, it's not okay. Lovely said it's not okay. So from today, I want you to invest in a steamer. And I'm saying steamer for guys because I think it's one of the easiest ways for you to ensure that your clothes look neat, look on point, and it looks like you are ready to look smashing or you're ready to look good. So guys, invest in a steamer and ensure that when you're heading out, that you're not heading out wrinkled. We want no wrinkles this year, 2023. So this is one of my advice to my guys as it relates to them heading out, and just paying a little bit of attention to their appearance. Now, I'm not going to touch yet on the grooming. I'm more focused on the clothes for now. Let's talk about those little tiny holes that sometimes is just in the pants or in the shirt, and you think nobody's watching that. Yes, maybe nobody might be watching this, but as it relates to you heading out, always try to look good. Don't think that, hey, it's just a little hole. A little hole can become a big hole, and at no point you would be very embarrassed if, let's just say, those parts that are not supposed to be showing will be showing. So pay attention to this, guys. Leave these holy pants, leave these holy shirts at home. This is not the time to walk out or go into the supermarket with those shirts, those pants, which again are not appropriate for the way and the manner you wish to represent yourself this year, 2023. So guys, pay attention to that. Another thing I've recognized, especially for the men, I'm not sure if some of you think it's a ladies thing, but a simple pedicure. Now, I'm not asking you to go to the spa. I'm not even asking you to do this every week. But if you are going to wear slippers or flats where your feet are showing, and your toes may be showing, just ensure that they are well taken care of. You trim those nails, you trim, you put some moisturizer, some cream on those legs. Yes, guys, it's for you as well. I am tackling some uncomfortable parts this year. I'm tackling it early because I want to make sure that by the time we reach June, we're ready to start the summer looking, like we say, hot summer hot summer boys, hot summer gals. As we speak on your appearance, one of the areas I would also like to touch on as it relates to the grooming. And for different guys, I know some of you like to have your hair long, some of you like to have your hair short, some of you like a clean mark, some of you like that rugged look. It is okay, whatever style that you decide as it relates to your personality. You may have a particular preference, but whatever you decide to do, whatever works for you, just ensure, guys, that it is neat. Okay, so if you like that rugged look, it can be rugged, but for some of us it may look more appealing than others because of the quality of, our hair. Some of us have more refined hair than others. So look at yourself in the mirror, just like I asked my ladies last time around to look at themselves in the mirror. You guys can do it too. Look at yourself in the mirror and say to yourself that, am I looking good today? Am I representing my best self today? Yeah, just look at yourself in the mirror and walk out there with your head held high, knowing very well that you have taken time to use that deodorant, you have taken time to ensure that there's no holy shirts, you have taken time to steam that outfit, and to also not forgetting to cream those legs or moisturize those legs, okay? And especially your feet when you head out to town or wherever you decide to go. And you know what? Let's just top it off with an amazing fragrance, and we're heading out there and we're looking smashing. So this one is for you, my guys. I hope you enjoyed this simple tip. I'm not trying to be harsh on you. I'm not trying to be too rough on you. I just want, when you head out, you look good. Because trust me, you will thank me for it, okay? So represent your best self, guys, and next time we will be teaching you ladies how to strut that stuff and walk well. See you.
All right, everybody, that brings us to the end of today's show. Now, as I said before, today is Monday, so ensure you start your week off, right? Don't allow anyone to get you vexed. We want the smiles, we want the energy, and we want to go with our best foot forward. So go out, have an amazing day, and I'll see you tomorrow bright and early. Bye.